Hi everybody, it's Denny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Helmar adhesives. I am using some of their acid-free adhesive and some of the quick dry adhesive. So I made a shaker card today. So I am using the Stamping Bella Unicorn Sentiments, and I am also using the Paper Rose Jumbo Numbers. I'm using a few other products as well. So I have stamped the images out onto some expressive blending card using some Memento Tuxedo Black and just a Lawn Fawn acrylic block, and I'm just colouring them up using some Copic markers. So I'm just doing a really rough, I wanted to give it some curly hair, I thought that would be cute, and then I'm blending it all out. So not a lot of markers on this one, and I did have a very juicy marker, so I've just had to take the end off my marker before it went blob all over my lovely image. So I'm just working my way around getting this image all coloured up, just using some grey markers to add the shadowing in on the white image, and then I'm working my way down and blending that out. So when you're colouring a white image, you do need to add some sort of marker to add those shadow in and give it a little bit of detail. Otherwise it's just going to be a plain bland little image. So just mapping out all of those areas and blending it out. Just using, what did I use? I used N0, N4 and then the colourless blender. I do apologise if you can hear any noise in the background. We're actually getting our back fence replaced at the moment, and they're over at our behind neighbour's house doing all of that. So it doesn't help me when I need to do voiceovers, so hopefully you guys don't hear it. Okay, so that's the little image all coloured up. I'm now going to use my cutter bee scissors to fussy cut the image out. So I am cutting right on the line. I didn't want any of that white border. Just being really careful around that tail because it's only just hanging on. Alright, so I've just got a Kucha Creations card base here. I'm using the My Favourite Things rainbow Die-namics, and I'm just cutting a few layers out just using some scraps out of my bucket. Didn't open one single new card stock up for these rainbows, so that's always good. That's why we keep our scraps. Okay, so I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do this. So I decided to use my quick dry glue, and I'm just adding a little bit in the middle of the two rainbow strips and holding them together until that quickly dries, and it did dry quite quickly, so I wasn't too worried about it. Adding on the next one and then doing the same thing. So I've done that on each of those strips. And then just working my way around and putting some adhesive in a couple of areas. So this worked really well. Because this rainbow, the outside, the negative piece, I guess, was still connected. If I tried to adhere these within that, they would have got adhesive everywhere. So I just decided just to do it on my glass media mat, and then I'll clean all the adhesive off if there was any when I'm done. So we're just about complete. I'm now adding the last layer, which is the red. This quick dry adhesive dries really quickly, so you need to be really careful if you don't want it to dry that quickly, because it doesn't allow you room for movement. So I'm just trying to work out here what I'm going to do. I decided to add some clouds to either side of the rainbow. So these are the puffy clouds from My Favourite Things. And again, I'm just running them through with some scrap white cardstock out of my bucket, and then just using the quick dry glue to adhere those down. Still just trying to work out my placement. I did add some of the Helmar acid-free adhesive just to the back of the unicorn, and I did add some to the back of that sun as well. I do apologise, I pushed my card to the bottom of my screen and didn't realise because I was so into what I was doing. Here I am using some acetate sheets on the back of my cardstock. I used a Lawn Fawn acrylic block to cut out the window, and I'm just using some of those new shaker pieces that I got from Papercraft recently. And I don't do shaker cards, so this was so fiddly for me and nothing wanted to go to plan. So it ended up looking really cute. I love the way that it turned out. Used quite a few new products, and yeah, was fun. I'm stamping out a sentiment from Studio Katia Birthday Greetings, just using some of my ink on 3 ink. I did very carefully use my heat tool to dry that so that I didn't smudge it. And I'm just adhering a little bit of adhesive behind those clouds so you can't see it through the vellum, or sorry, the acetate. And then I'm going to add some of these little sequins to either side, and then I'll pop some adhesive behind those so that it will adhere to my card, but you can't see that adhesive. So my card is almost complete. I'm just adding that little number 2 down. And then I will adhere that. I'm just using some of that Helmar acid free again and adhering that to my card base. So that's my card all complete. I thank you all for watching. I will have all of the links below the video and I will see you soon. Bye!